Selling your home is one of the biggest transactions that most people will make probably in their lifetime. And if you do it wrong, you can potentially lose thousands of dollars. Today, I'm gonna break down the 5 big mistakes that I see home sellers make and how you can avoid it. Make sure to stick around till the end because number 5 is going to be the big one. My name is Lindsey Kaplan, and I've been selling real estate for the last 10 years. I'm one of the top agents in the area, and I've seen just about everything in terms of a transaction. I believe that selling real estate can be easy. You just need to arm yourself with the right knowledge. So let's go back to the big mistakes that I have seen people make. Okay, now for mistake number 1, picking the wrong realtor. When you bring on a real estate professional to work with you, you are really trusting them with just about every aspect of the sale of your home. They are going to be leading the charge on how to market your home, on how to price your home, on how to manage any inspection issues, how to bring you through the basic escrow or under contract bit of selling your home. They are going to bring you to the closing table. And if you choose the wrong professional to work with, it could go south really, really fast. So when you bring on a real estate professional, be very, very mindful of the type of person that you're looking for to manage this big undertaking. And I'm going to say something that is probably not very popular. If you have a friend who just started a real estate career or an aunt who basically keeps her real estate license in holding for that random transaction that she'll do once or twice a year, those are not going to be your people. They're either too new or they're just not into the market as you want them to be. They are not up to date on what's happening in the current local market. They're not up to date on how pricing strategy should go. They're not up to date on how social media works. They're just not going to be up to date on all of the things that you're going to want them to be up to date on. And let's face it, you will be paying them to do these things. So you might as well bring on a professional that is going to crush it in every single aspect of selling your home. I know you love them, but bring on a real estate agent that is really good at their job, that sells homes a lot. That's the person that is gonna get you to the end line in the smoothest way possible. And let's face it, you're going to make the most money off of your house going that route. All right, on to the second mistake that I always see sellers make, and that is not preparing their home for photos and for showings. Now, think about it this way. Photos are going to be the first thing that 98% of the potential buyers that will be hopefully walking through your home, that is what they're going to see. I call photos your first walkthrough. When they actually set up an appointment to walk through your home with a real estate professional, that's walkthrough number 2. So make sure that your home is looking on point. Now, if you've brought in that right real estate professional, they are going to have a full-on consultation on how to prepare your home. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I always call it lightly lived in. I want people to walk through these homes saying, does somebody actually live here? Because the truth is you want people to start walking through that space, thinking about how their life is gonna look in that space, not how your life looks in that space. So make sure that when you are getting your home prepared to go to sell, especially for photos, especially for when people walk through, you want your home to be as spick and span, clean as possible. You want it neutralized. You don't want stuff laying around. You don't want scuff marks everywhere. You want every detail taken care of. Again, if you have the right agent, they are going to point out all of those things. Advice number 3. This is probably the thing that drives me crazy. And if you're a realtor watching this video, please feel free in the comments to share your best scenario when you've seen this. But taking advice from the wrong people. Let me explain. When I have sellers that bring me on to sell their home, it is very important for them to understand that I have an expertise in the market knowledge of how to sell their home, because I sell homes all the time. It's basically what I do. I live and breathe it. The big piece when I say don't take advice from the wrong people is especially when it comes in terms of pricing. I will basically take market knowledge, market data, I will sift it down, I will take the data and knowledge from other homes that I've sold in the area, from what's happening in this moment in time right now, and I will basically make a recommendation. We are going to price your home at this. Let's say we're gonna price your home at $500,000. You take that knowledge, bring it over to your neighbor who is a plumber, and your neighbor's like, no, our houses are worth like $550. And you're like, you're right, plumber. Now listen, plumbers are great, but I go to a plumber when I have problems with my drainage, not when I'm asking for real estate advice. Of course they're gonna think that your house is gonna be worth more because they think their house is worth more. You need to really lean on the professionals that you're paying for the data and the knowledge. Do not go to a family friend or someone else and say, well, because my family friend thinks that my house is worth so much more, that's how much it's worth. Listen, I get it. They want to give you that advice and that knowledge, but there is a point where you have to trust the real estate professional that you're bringing in and understand that, okay, they do this a lot. They know what they're looking for. Keep that in mind because once you put your home on the market, everybody is going to have an opinion on how you're doing it. Forget it. Trust in the process and know that your real estate agent is looking out for your best interests. And just keep in mind, take their advice, but also understand, hey, my neighbor down the street is not an actual professional in real estate. Is there a chance that they might overvalue my home because they are essentially overvaluing their home? Okay. Once your home hits the market, everybody is going to have an opinion. Everybody is going to have an opinion on the price that you listed it for. Number 4 is when your home has been on the market and there's a good chance that it's not priced correctly. Maybe you pushed for a number, maybe your realtor pushed for a number, but whatever's happening, the number did not stick. And that happens in real estate, okay? Sometimes you put out a price and the market doesn't bite, and that's okay. But the number one mistake that people make when this happens is they put an emphasis on the wrong efforts. Let me explain. I recently had a listing. Out of the gates, we said, it really should be listed at that. Our client insisted on a different number. Okay, we will try it, but we're gonna try it for a certain period of time. It didn't stick. Of course it didn't stick because it was overpriced. Instead of adjusting the price to really speak to the market, my client kept on saying, I want another open house. How about another open house? What about an open house? Let's do more. I'm going to tell you a secret. While open houses are a marketing tool, open houses do not sell homes. They don't. On occasion, I will have an open house and you get a lot of eyes on it, but it's going to be neighbors, it's going to be looky-loos, it's going to be, for the most part, buyers who are not ready to jump in the market or buyers who are not motivated to buy a house enough to bring on an agent to make that private showing. So while open houses are a great marketing tool to get more eyeballs onto your home, they do not sell houses. When people want to hold off on either accepting offers because like, well, we didn't have an open house, or reducing a price, well, we should have more open houses, you're just delaying the inevitable. Open houses are just another marketing tool, like posting up on social media is a marketing tool, like having great photography is a marketing tool, like having your agent do their own private networking. All of those are marketing tools, and all of those together will get your home sold. But an open house on its own does not get a home sold. So do not focus on the wrong marketing efforts. If your home is not selling, if you are not getting requests for showings for your home, but you're getting lots of views online, it means you are overpriced. but do not do something about it because you feel like you need more open houses. That's not gonna do anything. As I said, number 5, that's the banger. This is the number 1 thing that you can do to make sure that not only do you sell your home for a top dollar, but also you're gonna sell it quick this way. The number 1 mistake that sellers make that will tank the sale of their home, pricing your home incorrectly. That's it. That's all. That is all. Pricing your home incorrectly. I take days figuring out the price and the price strategy that I want for my listings. It is an art. And sometimes it's not perfect, but my God, it's an art. When you price your home, especially in our current market. When I say our current market, I don't know when you're gonna be watching this video, but our current market right now is the end of 2024, where houses are moving fast, we have limited inventory, lots of buyer demand. You need to make sure that your house is priced at this perfect point where people have a fear of missing out. When you price your home, the first 7 to 14 days is the most important time for your house, because that is when you're going to get your biggest number. That is when you're going to get your best terms. Will they include the terms such as is offers? Are they going to maybe waive their appraisal? This is where you're gonna get all of that stuff. This is where you're gonna get multiple offers if you get multiple offers. First 7 to 14 days. You will squander that opportunity if you miss the mark on pricing. Let me say that one more time. You will squander that opportunity of multiple offers if you miss that opportunity by mispricing your home. The way we go about that is we make sure that we're really taking a good look at the market and the market data. When people overprice their house, when your neighbor says, I know that your realtor said it's 500, but I really think it should be 550, what might happen is while your neighbor agrees with that, all of the potential buyers out there disagree with that. And so they ignore your home and they don't see it. And now you're gaining market time. And now instead of the market chasing after you, you're gonna chase after the market. So you have to make sure that when you price your home, that you do it mindfully and with a strategy in place. And again, if you hire the right real estate professional, that conversation's gonna happen. But that is the number 1 thing. The number 1 thing, number 1 big mistake that sellers will make is they want a much bigger number for their home than what buyers are willing to give. And there you have it, guys. Those are the 5 big seller mistakes that I see all the time as a real estate professional. And these are mistakes that you don't have to make. If you are curious about having a conversation about selling your home and you're in the Chicagoland area, then give me a call. You'll see in my description below a link that will get you to an area where we can discuss what you need in a realtor and how we can make sure that we properly vet and make sure we have a great fit for you. If you want to take a deep dive in how to sell your home or buy a home and do it in the easiest, seamless way possible, you are in the right place. Click on more of my videos. I'd love to hear your feedback. And if you like this content, please subscribe. Have a great day.